Pathfinders, good morning. How are we doing? Hope we are great. We thank God for today. Today, we're going to have fun with English language, grammar precisely. Before we go to what we have today, I would like to ask you some questions. What are verbs? What are verbs? Have you heard of that word, verbs? Wow. I'm listening. Do you know what verbs are? Okay, quickly. Verbs are action words or doing words. They are also doing words. They tell us what happened in a sentence or what is happening in a sentence. Did you get that? So that the knowledge of verb will help us in what we're about to do now. So let's get started. Okay, now today we're going to look at subject and predicate. What did I say? Subject and predicate. Subject. You'd be like, subject, is it English language or maths? No, that's not what we mean here. In English language, that's what we call subject. Subject is the naming part of a sentence. Is the naming part of a sentence, and subjects do come mostly at the beginning of sentences, and they show who or what performs an action. Now you can say, Miss Onyekachi kicked the ball. Miss Onyekachi kicked the ball. Who performed the action, and what was the action performed? Who performed the action? Miss Onyekachi. And what was the action performed? Kicking the ball. So the subject there is Miss Onyekachi because I performed the action. Did you get that? Good. Now, what is a predicate? Predicate is the telling part of a sentence. It shows the action performed in a sentence, and it starts with the verb in that sentence. So, like I said earlier, a sentence is divided into two: the performer and the action performed. Like the doer being the subject being the doer, and then the action performed. So, if you are able to identify what the subject, the rest of the sentence tells you is the predicate. The predicate now tells you what happened. And mind you, there is something about predicates. It starts with the verb in that sentence. So if you know what a verb is, you'll be able to identify what the predicate in a sentence. Did you get that? Okay, let's take some examples. Look at this. Max wrote a new letter. Max wrote a new letter. Who is the doer here? Who performed the action? Who? Max. Very good. So Max is who? The subject. And what was the action performed? He wrote a letter, writing a letter. So wrote a letter is what? The predicate, the telling part. Did you get that? Yes, I know you do. Now, the horse likes to eat hay. The horse likes to eat hay. What is the subject here? Horse, the performer, and likes to eat hay, the predicate. Now, my friends and I like to swing at the park. My friends and I. Who are the people that like to swing at the park? Who are the performers? Who are the doers? My friend and I. Did you see that? So my friend and I, subjects, and like to swing at the park, predicates. Remember I told you that predicates do start with what? Verbs in a sentence. Now, likes here, the verb, wrote, the verb, like, the verb. Did you get that? So, we've come to the end of our class today, but let me just do a quick recap. Subject, the doer or performer. Predicates, the telling part of the sentence. Subject, the naming part. So, it means that the subject can either be a noun or a pronoun. Did you get that? Do you have any question? If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask Ms. Onyekachi. I'm always here for you. Always stay safe and blessed. Bye-bye.